Alright, I'm back. I've been running this for about a half hour now. What's my tack ain't kicking on. I never really reset the check engine light because of the fact that I know I'm facing the wrong direction again. My tack isn't running, and I get the check engine light, and I know says the crank pickup is not working. But if the crank pickup wasn't working, it wouldn't start, and then not be able to restart. Now I'm going to try and restart it here. And as you can see, I just get a puff, and then that's it. No more start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that O2 sensor. And technically I think I should have done the O2 sensor while the engine was cold. So at least I could unscrew it and pop it out. But it never fails, so it's something that's heating up. And I don't know if the O2 sensor is right there. So, and of course it's gonna be hot. So I'm gonna try and pop that thing. See if I can get it to, see if it'll start. Because my theory is the cats compress, and then I can't get a let's see inside that. See if I got the right O2 socket here. I might. Ouch. Might. Feels good. Gonna need a longer handle for that one, an extension off of it, so I can get a good throw. Shorter. cheater bar. Buddy, how you doing? Huh? Hanging out? Great. That was moving, but it was just spinning around. Huh. Well, unfortunately, that didn't do what I wanted to do. EGR, with the EGR pipe, I could disconnect that. See if I rotate that. Loosen that up. Yeah, I'll try. Ouch! It's hot. One more time. Alright, see what actually is moving. Alright, it's just the socket expanding. I think it's the socket that's expanding. I don't think it's releasing the open sensor. No, it's spun. Alright. Ouch! I'll wait for that to cool down. Damn, that's hot. Touching me. Alright. Now, wait for it to cool down. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back. I just tried a 1/2 inch on that freaking nut there and it just spun. I thought I had a pretty good grip on it, but it ain't enough. And if it won't let go with tension I got on it, I don't want to break that thing off. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to find another way to bypass that exhaust. And then we go into that EGR. The EGR valve is what I'm looking at right now. So I'm going to pop that real quick. While I'm here, let's see if it'll start. Still not going to start. So what am I going to do? I just want to get some more exhaust coming out of there. So I'm going to hit the EGR. I'm going to hit that EGR valve real quick, and then the closest I can find is right here. I don't want to go down below on the tube there. It's got one bolt holding it. And that's probably about the same amount of a hole. Okay. Is that one I had? Okay. Block my video here. I'm thinking any little bit of exhaust back up cause it to. Okay, there we go. That's that flex. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, there's definitely exhaust. It's definitely enough exhaust, as far as I'm concerned. Enough exhaust bypass, because you can see it right down here. This is the tube right here, and it's going right into the manifold, come right up, and then going right into your EGR valve. So I think my conclusion is something to do with that front crank, with the front crank sensor that's under the because that's enough. That's definitely enough exhaust to bypass the catalytic converters. So, one more time here. I'm gonna go ahead and get you out of the thing for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and put the get your butt on there. There we go. Alright. Close the door a minute for Pooh. Just a minute, Pooh. Alright. Read. Reading. I'll bet you we're going to have a crank sensor. That's going to be the front one. Which means I got to remove the harmonic balancer to get to it. Oh, let's read. Come on. There we go. Code menu. Enter crank. Crank position sensor P0336. A circuit. So I'm almost at this point pretty sure it's that front crank sensor, because I think that one also governs your idle below 1200 RPM. So I'm thinking the thing gets hot and then shuts down until it's perfectly cold, and then we'll start monitoring again. So anyway, that's where I am with this. If you've had the same issue, don't forget to comment for others. Definitely share the video and definitely subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next Project Chevy. Nope. And I'll wait about 2 more hours, and we'll see if she starts, which I'm pretty sure it will. It's been sitting about 2 hours now since I messed with it, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can start it real quick. It's decided it wants the afternoon shower. It's coming really heavy over yonder. So let's see. Oh, my head, keep on. Let's see if she starts. There you go. She sat about 2 hours and it started. So I still say that's acceleration is sluggish. Okay, so Mo hasn't really, it's just been a few seconds since I started it. But she started right back up. Motor's still cold. Alright. But according to that check engine light, it's the crank sensor underneath the harmonic balancer. So that'll be my project. But I'm bringing it off the road this week anyway, and putting the stang on there. So depending on whether one of the kids needs it or as a backup vehicle, that'll be the next project. But come winter time, we have the Escape that I now taken off the road. That needs a purge control valve, and it also needs a rear passenger side strut. So thanks for watching, and the next one for the Chevy will be replacing that crank pickup sensor.